My name is Riya Joshi, and now I will be filling out the assignment mark form while I demonstrate my project alongside. So firstly, I've already filled out the personal details. Now moving on, I understand that I must upload my full code to the upload link on my bucket by the deadline. If I do not upload by the deadline, regardless of GitHub commits, I will be subject to a late penalty. Yes, I'm recording a YouTube demo showing this form on the screen and showing and explaining my code with each question, and I will submit this form. Yes, I understand that if my video is over 15 minutes long, I will have to verify my YouTube account. Yes, I will put chapter markers in my video for each question. Yes, I will read the assignment hand-in instructions before asking questions. Yes, I have used the latest Booz program, and I have checked that I have the latest version of Booz. Yes. So firstly, my GitHub username is RiaJJ. What is the link to your repo? Must be in ASE GitHub Classroom. Okay, so the link to my repo is here. I'm going to paste the link to my repo. Paste link to your documentation site on GitHub. When clicked, it should show your full documentation. Okay, so for the link of my full documentation, I have it here as ASE help documentation. We go to the GitHub pages to direct us to a link, and here we can see that all the documentations are done. Now this is the link for the full documentation. This is the link that will direct to the full documentation page. So total number of commits by the part 2 deadline. The total number of commits that I have in my assignment is 35 commits. As you can see here, the total number of commits is 35. At least 5 more documented commits. Yes, updated readme.md with full details, name, etc. Well, I have not given full description of my project. I have just written done for the sections that I have done, that I did eventually, but there is no full description of, there is no full details. I have updated. So interfaces to be used. So moving on, interfaces to be used for all classes where appropriate. Show in your code and explain how you have used them. So for interfaces, let's go to app parser. For example, here I have, as you can see, I've already highlighted the iParser that is the implementation of interface in my project, an example of interface that I have used. So yes, so for the unit tests, you should have a clearly named unit test for each of your classes. Unit test for all the classes show in your code. So for unit tests, as you can see, I have a section here that's called test projects, and these are all the unit tests for my classes in the project. So yes, unit test documented with XML comments clearly showing its purpose, show in your code. So let's take an example. For example, my write to unit test. So as you can see here, I have updated all my classes, everything with XML comments as well. Let's take another one. You can see here as well, the XML comments are updated. The other one, it's updated here as well. So yes, unit test runs and pass. Show them running in the testing framework, giving all green ticks. So let's run all my tests. As you can see, it says build succeeded, and total I have 107 tests that's running. And here you can see that all 107 tests have passed. You can see all the tests are passed. So yes. So moving on to design patterns. Your projects should be written using design patterns where appropriate. The factory design pattern used for command generation. Show it in your code and explain how it works. So for design pattern, let's take an example from, it's a command factory. So here, as you can see from this code, factory design pattern used. As you can see from this the code that I showed, that factory design pattern has been used here. From this you can see my app command factory. So yes, additional design pattern. Yes, I have used additional design pattern. The additional design pattern is called composite design pattern. So implementation details. Before moving on, show that you've got the latest Booz library installed. Show the output from the Booz, which reports its version. If you have totally rewritten the library, then just say so. Okay, so to check the Booz version, you can see from here. Here it shows the details of the Booz version. In here I have used Booz version 1.1. So moving on to variables, replaced int class, show it is running and put an image of it running in the same directory as the Booz program. Show the program running and show your code. Okay, so this one is for unrestricted int. So for unrestricted int, we have here for unrestricted, here is the unrestricted int command. Now we will try to run this. Let's run the code and paste the command here, run, and here you can see the output, which shows that the project is running. So yes, now paste the link to the image file in your repo. Leave all link fields blank if you have answered no. So to check the Booz example programs, here we have the file for the unrestricted int test image. So here is the int test image. As you can see, the image matches with the output that we got while running the code. So I have already updated my image here. So the link to this image is this. So if you click on this link, it will redirect to the image. So next is replaced real class. Same, you have to show it running and put an image. So for real class, here we have unrestricted real commands. Now we are going to copy this code and try to run this code as well. So run, and you can see here is the output now. So yes, the code is running. Paste the link to the image. Moving on to the image, unrestricted real test image. Here it matches with the output that we got. Now we copy this link for the real class. Moving on, we have replaced array class. So for replaced array class, we have unrestricted array commands, which is this one. We do the same, try to run this here, and as you can see, we have got an output. Now let's check if it matches with the one that we have uploaded. So yes, the code works. So it's for unrestricted array test image, and here you can see that the image matches. Now this is the link that we are going to copy here. So moving on, we have if, while, and for. So while it's working unrestricted, show it running and put an image of it running in the same directory as the boost program. Show the program running and show your code. So now moving on to while. So moving on to unrestricted while command, we are going to copy this code and see if it works in my project. We are going to paste the code and run it, and here is the output. Moving on, yes, this one is for unrestricted while. So for unrestricted while, we go to ifs and loops, unrestricted while test.png. Here is the image. Copy the link and paste it here. So similarly, for its next one is force, working unrestricted. So force, you can see restricted force command is here. We are going to test the code as well. As you can see, the code runs perfectly. Now the link to the unrestricted for test image is here. You are going to copy the link to the form. So next is ifs working unrestricted. So for ifs unrestricted if command, we are just going to run this code as well. Here and run, and this is the output. Let's check it as a yes, and the link to the image for unrestricted if test is here, and this is the link for the image. Next one is else. So for else, we have else unrestricted else command. We are going to run this else code next. And here is the image of the else command. Yes. As for the unrestricted else test.png, so this is the image, and here is the link for the else. Now next up is replaced method class. So for replaced method class, we are going to do the same. First go to the methods, and here is the unrestricted methods commands, and we are going to copy this when I run the code. This is the output that I get. So yes, the code is working. Now paste the image for the method, the unrestricted method test.png, and this is the image. Now I'm going to copy the link for this as well. So moving on, have you done anything that is additional and substantial? This is not just more of the same, but something challenging, such as a web version or a different type of output, such as text-based graphics, or added other boost commands that do something programmy, not other graphical shapes, etc. Replaced parser, stored program, done anything from scratch, but used proper extensible structure infrastructure. No. So describe it here. So I have not done it. Facilities used. Explain facilities and libraries that you have used. If you have used any AI, you must discuss it here. Put none if nothing was used in each of these sections. If you put none and it is found that you have, then okay. So none. Library used other than standard libraries, none. Other non-standard facilities used, I have used docfx for documentation purpose. Any other comments? So I now understand that I must upload my code to my Beckett. I understand if I don't submit my code before the deadline to my Beckett, I will receive a late penalty. I submit this form, you will receive a message here that your response has been recorded. Please read the hand-in instructions on my bucket and see the flexible hand-in policy. Yes, that is it. Thank you.